Before Alcatraz became a legendary map in Call of Duty, it was a real-life nightmare.
If you survive, you earn your freedom.
A maximum security prison in the middle of San Francisco Bay, where only the most dangerous criminals were sent. Thick walls, armed guards, and freezing waters surrounding it all screamed one thing. If you get locked up here, there's no way out. Even if someone insane tried to escape, they would either drown in the waves or freeze to death. Remember Al Capone? We told his story in the previous video. Now we'll follow him inside Alcatraz and meet some of the other infamous criminals who were locked up there. Welcome to Alcatraz, Capone. No gang, no power, and from now on, you're just a number 85 AZ. Oh, so this is where emperors fall. The prison guards lead the inmates to their cells. Capone follows in line. When he enters his cell, he looks around, sits on his bed. Only a few minutes pass before a voice comes from the next cell. Hey, new guy. Can you hear me? I heard you just got here. Welcome. And who the hell are you? They call me the Birdman of Alcatraz. Birdman? In this hellhole? There's barely air to breathe. I love birds. Spent my whole life studying them. By the way, who are you? I'm Al Capone, the King of Chicago. If you don't believe me, go watch my video on Time Warrior's YouTube channel. Got a lot of fans. Robert Stroud, known as the Birdman of Alcatraz, was sentenced in 1909 after murdering a man in Alaska. The reason? The victim refused to pay a prostitute that Stroud was protecting. For this, he was given 12 years in prison. While in prison, he fell in love with birds and became a researcher. He even wrote a book titled Diseases of Canaries. But his peace didn't last. He killed a prison officer in a fight and was transferred to Alcatraz, where he was banned from keeping birds forever. I heard you were real fast, Kelly. Robbed a bunch of banks with your famous machine gun. But since you're here, I guess you messed up somewhere, huh? One mistake, Capone. Just one mistake. That's all it takes to lose everything. What happened? What was your mistake? My wife ratted me out. My own wife sent me here. Your wife? How? Catherine, the woman I loved, turned me into a legend. She told everyone that her husband was the greatest criminal in history, that I robbed banks and wiped out everyone with my Tommy gun. She bragged about it so much that even FBI started hunting me. So the name Machine Gun Kelly was all just hype? Exactly. Honestly, I barely even used a Tommy gun. But Catherine wanted people to fear me. Once my name was in every newspaper, the game was over. Unlike the ruthless reputation he had, in prison, Machine Gun Kelly was harmless. Inmates even called him Pop Gun Kelly, like a toy gun, weak and harmless. After 17 years in Alcatraz, he was transferred to another prison, where he later died of a heart attack at 59. Then, in 1962, during Alcatraz's final years, 3 inmates did something no one thought was possible: escape from Alcatraz. Each night, when the prison went silent, they squeezed through the vents, reached the roof, and built a makeshift raft from raincoats. The last time anyone saw them, they were paddling away into the darkness, and then no one ever saw them again. After this legendary escape, Alcatraz was no longer the unbreakable fortress it once was. Just 1 year later, the US government shut it down forever due to high costs. Now, it's just a deserted island where tourists take pictures.